Hey, what's up guys, TheCampingRusher here. Lots to talk about today. We've got a surprise, potentially free skin on Christmas Day that Epic hasn't talked about, but there's some evidence in the files for it. More Season 2 discussion. I did dive into it in the last video, but we've got even more on what the main boss will be next season, and really a look at the entire theme and some massive leaks there, some Battle Pass stuff potentially too. And then, of course, what's going on right now. So, update, right today, the Icy Grappler has been vaulted. It's been replaced with the normal grappler, and apparently there was just a glitch where people were going way too fast using the slide mechanism, sliding out of it. So it was just super OP. And again, Epic is slowly wrapping things up. They're not on break officially yet. They do officially go on break on Friday here, but with that we may see a little bit in slowdown with pushing fixes, pushing updates. Certain staff will be around, a limited amount of them, but of course most of them are going on holiday and they deserve it. Much deserved break. So happy with how things have went. But yeah, I don't know when to expect the Icy Grappler to return. They may just roll with the Grappler for the rest of Winterfest. How are you feeling about the movement? There was a massive update a couple nights ago. 0.01.01, just based on the name, we know that was kind of a last minute surprise update, and it was to get this new movement in again. And there was a bunch of adjustments. I'm showing you a difference between the new fixed and then the old. And there is never going to be a scenario where everybody is happy. It's just not possible. But to get into the specifics of what they changed: increase in crouching and running speed, reduced camera movement and adjusted view change while sprinting, updated movement animations to match speed adjustments, and then custom diagonal movement settings reset requiring reconfiguration. Tons more to discuss here, but first, a quick word from the sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Pixel Gun 3D. This is a fast-paced, free-to-play multiplayer shooter. Right away, the first thing you can notice is the graphics. Colorful, cubic, it's fun. It's got a unique charm to it. One of the things that stands out for me with this game is the customization. There's over 1,500 unique upgradable and customizable guns. There's dozens of game modes, including Battle Royale. And then if you're not really a PvP person, they've even got a single-player campaign for you to play. The game is never static. They have monthly events always going on, and then there's new game modes that are added throughout the year. Another feature that makes this game stand out is the cosmetic items and the room for self-expression. And let me show you what I'm talking about. There's this character skin editor. If you like customization, you can go into so much detail with these characters. There's also a huge Christmas event happening right now in the game. This can help you boost your initial progress. I highly recommend going down to the description or the pinned comment. There's a link there. Download Pixel Gun 3D for free, and thanks to them for sponsoring the video. A couple other things for that update that came out. I was already asleep by the time they talked about this stuff, so worth mentioning: night visibility. Bright and dark areas of the map during the night. You may have noticed this. Storm visibility, improved visibility of the storm's edge. Weapon icons, updated Frenzy Auto Shotgun and the Thunderburst SMG icons for better differentiation. This was huge. I would always have to read it because they look so similar to other icons. I'm really glad they did this. And then, of course, they mentioned the balance changes. There's been a bunch of balance changes in the last couple of weeks. If you're a fan of the channel, we've talked about every single one. We're not going to go through all of them because there's been a lot, but they are changing and updating things constantly. They made some Lego Fortnite changes as well. Hungry, there's more filling snacks, adjustments to make food more filling. Fixed a bug. They did increase durability, like we have said already, for a bunch of the different rarities of tools, and they really boosted it for the more rare / epic tools. And then there also was a fix on rocket racing, and yes, any excuse I can put rocket racing gameplay in the background. I love this mode so much. I'm low-key addicted to it. So, but one thing that is a big deal if you play this is the car collisions. They were spinning you 180 degrees, so you'd be facing backwards afterwards, and basically it would just ruin your race. They've fixed this, and what they've done, it seems that now you spin 360, so you can still collide, but at least when you come out of the spin, you'll still be facing forward. I'm on board with that. I really am. And they adjusted queue times as well for the higher ranks. You may notice you're getting into games quicker. That was done on purpose. By the way, subscribe subscribe, turn your noties on, keep you up to date on all things Fortnite, even through the holiday season. There's much more. We had the all cosmetic rarities now being displayed properly in the new locker design. Now, we talked about this, but I'm using this to kind of bridge into the next discussion, and that is an update from Epic officially on the locker UI, a statement from Fortnite. We've heard the feedback on locker UI and can confirm that we are working on it. You can expect to see more improvements and design evolution rolled out over the next few updates. This is another big deal. This is, again, glad they're listening. A little confused. Like, I know they're trying to keep things updated and fresh, but there are just some changes to this locker that do not make sense. Presets are a big one. It's just, it takes way more clicks and scrolls to get to your desired preset than it used to. And whenever you add more clicks and more complication to a UI, that's like the main thing you got to focus on. So I'm sure they're going to adjust that and next few updates, so this isn't coming right away, as they also confirmed that the next update will be released in early 2024. This obviously makes sense. I believe they're on break until January 7th. So if they're saying early 2024, I would have usually given it another week, but we might have an update kind of right away on the 8th or the 9th, right when they're back, which I'm a fan of. So we won't have to wait as long as we possibly thought. Usually it could be up to a month on these breaks until our next downtime update. So good news, the Epic communication, pun intended, is just so appreciated. People are loving how active the social media has been with Fortnite. It just really helps, right? We know they're working on things. And then finally, big update for Lego. Lego Fortnite stack size increased to 50 with the update. This is another big one. You can stack up to 80 arrows, and I think it's just better for storage, right? I think 30 was just too little. Some are still at 30, but a lot have been changed for 50. Just a good overall change. Let's talk Season 2 quickly. And we're not going to go into every detail, as I'm going to actually dive into that in the future video. We've talked about bits and pieces. The main thing here is next season is rumored / inferred, because there's a lot of evidence for it, that we're going to have a Greek mythology season. And the thing we're focusing on today, the new piece today, is there are bosses, codenamed bosses in the files for next season. And one thing we know about these bosses, thanks to Wenzo, a lightning spawn effect for a Season 2 boss was found. And we're thinking this could potentially mean a Zeus boss, the most well-known Greek mythology god by far. I think if this theme is happening, you have to have a Zeus boss. It would make the most sense. And now with the lightning, this kind of backs that theory up even more. If you are hit by the lightning, then your HP will be drained away slowly. The file doesn't specify which NPC it will spawn, but I personally assume this is Wenzo. It will be the previously leaked Egg Z NPC, and that's the code name for this Season 2 NPC. So I would love them to do this mythology theme. I'm such a fan. I think it just makes for such a cool theme and season. I will let you know as soon as we know more about this. Now, let's talk about the free stuff, as this is always an important topic, and lots of us watch for that, and that's totally okay with me. We love free stuff. I talked about this first in my previous video. It's a big deal, item shop stuff. These cosmetics have updated shop assets. They can drop anytime and have not been seen in the item shop for 1,200 plus days. People were excited about this last video. It doesn't confirm this is happening. It's just they're ready to go. These are super rare cosmetics, and they can be dropped in the item shop at any time. And not all item shop cosmetics are ready to go like this. So it does give it a little bit better of a chance. Some of them, though, like World Cup skin, I don't think will happen, but it is there for some reason. And finally, here's the new piece from Sam Leaks. Elite Archetype is likely to be our free skin for Christmas. Usually every year on the Epic Games Store, free in-game rewards are offered for Rocket League, Fall Guys, and Fortnite. The skin currently has no shop assets, which suggests it may be a part of a promotion. Now, nothing has been announced on this, and unfortunately, if you're not on PC, I think if this is happening, it will be an exclusive free skin for PC as a, like you said, promotion for the Epic Games Store. I will let you know as soon as we get more info on this. This would be a really good looking free skin in my opinion, so I do hope it happens. Of course, we do have the other 2 free skins just from the Winterfest gifts that we already know about. Thanks for watching. Touch that like button. Take care. Talk soon. Goodbye.